Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Mondo Masters of the Universe. This time, a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive with the mini comics Trap Jaw.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Mondo Collectibles 1/6 scale unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Trap Jaw mini comics version. But for all your Trap Jaw mini comic version needs, well, Big Bad Toy Store. Hit the link in the description down below. Support the channel. You guys know that drill by now, but you can only get this bad boy at Big Bad Toy Store. And I had some Mondo anxiety, similar to Turtle anxiety of yesteryear. As this went up on Big Bad, I missed it, sold out almost immediately. Finally did come in stock, and apparently they had some people that maybe canceled their orders or they got some more stock in. Whatever way it went, this is available at Big Bad Toy Stores. Be there or be square, as Trap Jaw an all-timer in the Masters universe for me. Possibly my favorite villain right up there. There's some awesome villains. There's some awesome heroes in the Masters universe, but Trap Jaw, one even back as a little kid, I absolutely do love. And this is our third Trap Jaw from the Mondo line. I still have to unbox the other two. We'll get to them eventually on the channel here. But this one, fresh off the truck, I feel like I got to get it open. And that's what we're going to do right here today. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old Trap Jaw is up to here. Mini Comics Edition. Green skin Trap Jaw, and the rumor goes, somebody feel free to fact check it, but back in 1989, yes, 1989, a magical year, Trap Jaw dyed his skin. Yes, you heard it right, dyed his skin for the Oakland A's. Of course, the Oakland A's couldn't get the color off. That's what happened. Did I say 89? I meant 1979. I had a slip up there. 89, you know, it's hard to get past that 89 year for the A's. But the 70s, before my time, all the 70s, I've heard good things, but an amazing time for the A's back in the 70s, as we do know. Talking about Raleigh, talking about Catfish, talking about Reggie Jackson, the list goes on. But Trap Jaw looking good here. Got some guys fighting him off, but Trap Jaw getting the job done. Of course, Trap Jaw mini comic edition over here on the side, green packaging. Same thing going on over here. Masters Universe logo at the top. 14 and up on this one. That means Mark Summers, my muscle, Mark Summers. Yes, that Mark Summers on the couch. Escort anybody under 14 off the premise, including both of my daughters. Get them out of here. But looking good. You got the Snake Mountain in the background. Got a little bit of a blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Trap Jaw. By the power of Grayskull, once a devoted henchman of Keldor, Cronus grew weary of the transformed Skeletor's mania and raised an army to defeat him. But Cronus was struck down, his jaw and arm destroyed, only to be rebuilt by Triclops as the Wizard of Weapons, Trap Jaw. Now freshly escaped from Infinita, the psychotic interdimensional criminal returns alongside with the rest of the evil warriors to sow mayhem in Eternia. How about that? And then, of course, once again, as usual, the powers of magnets, they compel us. Nothing too fun on this side here, but you do get the figure in the box, of course, as we're used to. Beautiful, beautiful packaging, as usual with Mondo, but I'm going to take this offline, get Trap Jaw out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, mini comics, Trap Jaw. All right, got Trap Jaw Mini Comics Edition out of the package, and you're pretty standard fare with Mondo in the package. A lot of clamshells clamped in there, baggies across baggies upon baggies everywhere on the product, on the head, on the arms, on the legs, on the weapons. You get the drift. But let's start off with the accessories first. Start with the hands. Only got one real hand over here. Of course, we know Trap Jaw and his ailments. We talked about it in the back of the package, of course, but he's got a Fist of Fury out of the package and a gripping hand over here. Choose your own adventure as far as that does go. But now we get into his accessories. One of the cool things, going back to when I was a little kid with Trap Jaw, was all the different accessories we had for his arms. You could do all kinds of different stuff, and then you could store them around his belt. And it looks like we're going to have a lot of the same stuff here as we got in the past, being able to store on his belt. But let's dive through these things, and let's start with that iconic fly swatter. Oh, Trap Jaw. swatting flies wherever he goes. You got that going on there. And of course, you got the hook on the end. This will be on his belt if you need to. A little green wire for a little dash of color against that dirty wash grayish silver color. But looking good, all things considered here. So you get the fly swatter. Then you get the hook doom. Man, look at this. This thing will get you right there on the hook. And oh, it's a bad day at the office if there ever was one. Big hook, nice sharp end on here. This isn't for kids. Mark Summers got rid of all them. We know how that goes. A little spikes down here. Once again, that same dirty wash gray color throughout. Another iconic one of old is, of course, the blaster, the double barrel blaster here. Got little spots in the end, like you could almost have effect pieces in there. No effect pieces for it, though. You can store it on there. Got the peg. You just plug it in like a hand. It is his iconic blaster. And then we dive in. We get a little bow and arrow action here, I guess. I don't know. It's space lasers, whatever you want to call it. But we do get a little of this, a little crossbow style. Looking nice there. And then we do get a little grappling hook action with a real rope in between. So you can use your imagination. Oh, the power of imagination. But you can shoot the grappling hook off there. He can swing on through, ready to take it to anybody that gets in his way, as we do know. So that's what we got there. Now we're going to get out of the figure itself. Of course, does come with the Mondo stand. We always get these stands. You want these figures protected. You don't want them taking a dive off your shelf. That is for sure. But we got Trap Jaw here, and I guess we'll start with the head and work our way down. Trap Jaw looking amazing. Love the head here. Love the little hoop here. You put that string through there, and he can slide through. Used to do that all the time when I was a little kid. And then you got the helmet going on, the silver kind of racing stripe across the top. You do get the movable jaw, of course, all of metal. Tough day at the office for old Trap Jaw, getting his jaw ripped off. And you can see back in there's no lower jaw, just kind of meat is what it looks like. But definitely tough. His face carved away. You got some teeth going in there, luckily for him. His teeth look okay. But it looks like something out of The Walking Dead or a zombie movie or a horror movie or something. Definitely dark and twisted. Of green skin, once again, we talked about that green skin. And then you got the red bloodshot eyes back in there. Man, this looks like a wild, wild scene here for Trap Jaw. Looking very, very cool. And we got that greenish yellow skin throughout on this one. Looking very interesting. All the way down here, we get down to that Trap Jaw Eternia Championship belt. I believe he beat Skeletor for that in a little bit of an upset, as we do know. But looking good with the skull and crossbones on there. You got a bunch of tally marks throughout. I'm sure those are people he put to the test and won and beat them, of course, defending his title belt as well. Then you got the 4 hooks around the back. You can put all those weapons. The hooks are movable. Love to be able to store everything on here. And then it gets even better as we do got the Eternia loincloth. Everybody loves the loincloth, especially an Eternia loincloth. And we got the real fur going on. You know me, I'm a champion of real fur. Let's get it on there. When I say real fur, I don't think it's a real raccoon fur. Faux fur, as they call it, but it does look good. Gives it an extra touch of pizzazz, if you ask me. And he's got that down on the boots as well. Here for that, and then he's got the wrapped up boots. Very similar to He-Man, of course, so you got to share. I don't care if it's an expensive figure or a cheap figure, they're going to get the most out of their molds, as we do know. I do got a little frozen bicep on mine. Going to have to heat this up as the arm is a little goofy here, as I should be able to turn that bicep to get that straight down, but it is not moving for me, and I'm not going to push any luck with this figure. I don't want to break an arm off, anything like that. But it does look to be a little frozen on my bicep. So hopefully a little heat will take care of that. Got the forearm guard right here. Talked about the Fist of Fury, of course. The arm does go all the way around. Should have a bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Very tight on mine. Hand removable back and forth. Head back, forth, up and down, side to side. And of course that trap jaw moves there, as we know. Little hula hoop at the top there. You do get a little bit of legs out and back and forth. Do those trap jaw splits if he needs to. I believe his finisher is the moonsault, the split-legged moonsault, like a young RVD. So he's got that going on. A little bit of movement at the legs, double jointed knees, of course, boot cut, and then ankles, a little up and down, a little side to side, but pretty limited as far as that does go. 2024 Mattel, it does say on the bottom of the boot there, though. But looking good. But now we get to the show stealer portion of this one. That is the big old robot mechanical arm. All the way over onto his biceps. The whole arm is there, the shoulder as well. Looking very good. You get movement side to side, back and forth, up and down. Goes all the way around if you needed to. You do get a bicep, for a lack of a better term there. Single jointed, double jointed, I don't know. You do get movement at the elbow there. And then, of course, you do get the nice claw here. The claw does open up. Definitely cool there. And then you just slide this out. Just like anything else, there's a little peg there. So just pegs on in very, very easily, in and out. Very, very nice. Very cool. You got the hanger on there as well. Very robotic, very mechanical-like, looking beautiful. I love the little piston here, a little attention to detail, that piston that goes up and down. Very cool, very robotic, very evil looking, and man, just nightmare fuel if there ever was one is what this trap jaw is. A very, very cool one. Now, to me, and probably most people watching, not the most iconic version of trap jaw, and I'm very excited to finally getting around here, hopefully sooner rather than later, to get the Filmation version and the Mondo standard version unboxed on the channel. But this one is pretty cool. All things considered, any trap jaw is cool. In all different universes, multiverses, whatever you want to call, I've enjoyed every trap jaw. This one included. Very, very nice figure. We got some other versions of this one over the years. Of course, you know I'm just a classics guy. We got the Masters Universe Classics Edition. And then we even got this version in the Origins line fairly recently there. So, trap jaw mini comics making a lot of appearance in action figure game over the last couple of years, and the latest one here from Mondo is a slam dunk, and I wouldn't expect anything else. Mondo does a great job with their figures. I always enjoy unboxing these. I don't enjoy the price points, of course, and I don't enjoy the limited availability of some of these, like this one. Once again, a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Hit the old link in the description if you're after this one. Speak now or forever hold your peace. These things will only go up in value, as we do know. So, Trap Jaw, Big Bad Toy Store, what are your guys' thoughts? A pickup, a pass, a long game, the dreaded no game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Appreciate the support over there. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Trap Jaw, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.